Hey! The last digit of your like on this video by each who you are from Melon Playground, and the last digit of your subscription to my channel will show your Melon Playground item. So go down right now, subscribe and give me a like. Look at the screen. Notice the last digit of your like and your subscription and write in the comments who you are from Melon Playground. It's simple, if your like is number 8 and the last digit of your subscription is number 5, you're a lemon and a cactus. Show your imagination and enjoy the show.
Hi friends, you are on Melonfonk channel. In this video, I will tell you about the secret facts of the update 23.6 in Melon Playground, but before I start the video, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys for being in my video. If you want to be in my next video, you need to do a few things. 1. You need to subscribe to my channel. 2. Give me a like. 3. Write your top comment of 4 words or more. And don't forget to watch this video from beginning to end. It's very simple to fulfill all these conditions and have fun watching. So friends, the first fact about update 23.6, and it goes as follows. As reported by the developers, we had a very big bug with layers. Previously, in update 23.5, you couldn't save a normal build mod or anything like that if you put it on the last layer. But now that's been changed, and this is roughly what the situation with layers looks like now. Everything seems to be working. If you've been working with mods, buildings, make sure you write about it in the comments, whether anything has changed, because according to the developer's statements, everything works normally now. Evaluate the situation with optimization from 1 to 10 in the comments. And let's move on to the next fact. The following facts are from our subscribers. Well, and the first fact from our subscriber, and it sounds as follows. If a dagger is a barbed ball on a chain, if you burn only the ball in acid, the hilt will fall off, and the chain will stay in the air as textures forever. Let's see if this actually works. We take our tassel and we dip it in acid, but we dip it gently, and so that only the ball dissolves. And we see, after a few tries, I was able to do it. Really, the chain remains only on the texture. It doesn't interact with the surrounding world in any way. We can't touch it, and it's just like a real texture. Like a background. Well, let's try to zoom in on the tassel, and let's try to do it with a huge tassel. I want to show you how it's going to work. I want to just give you a visual demonstration of what it's going to look like on a large tassel. So let's try to zoom in. Let's dip the big ball into the water and see. It really works. You just look at it. The chain stays as a texture on the map, while the ball completely dissolves. It's very interesting. Personally, I didn't know about it. Write in the comments if you knew about it and rate this fact from 1 to 10. Well, let's move on to the next fact. And the next fact is as follows. If you dip a piece of melon in water and don't pull it out, it will get moldy. Well, that's very interesting, and let's check it out. We move to the water map, and for clarity, I'll try to demonstrate this on a few melons. We put absolutely all the melons, all the NPCs, well, almost all of them, at different water levels and really see if anything changes. So after a few minutes, almost nothing has changed. Well, let's see how it works underwater with damage. Let's damage our melons and see how they interact with the water as they bleed out. And look, it just works just like normal. There's essentially no reaction, so that fact is essentially unworkable. They mold exactly the same if they weren't super moldy on land. So I don't know what the secret is here and what the fact is here. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, and if you know how to do it right, be sure to post in the comments. Maybe some of you understand how this works and will explain the principle of operation, and I just did something wrong. Well, let's move on to the next fact. Well, the next fact is as follows. If you dip a Velcro bomb into acid, it will dissolve. And if you turn it on first, it won't dissolve. Well, that's very interesting, and let's check it out. So first we dip the regular Velcro, and yes, it dissolves safely. Well, there's nothing unusual about that. But if we turn it on beforehand, it should not dissolve, according to the author of this fact. So we turn it on and see if it dissolves anyway, but I think it works if we do it on pause. So we activate our Velcro and dip it in water. It really works, but only if we do it on pause. Well, it's very interesting. It's like some kind of bug, I don't know, it's hard to call it a fact, but it's still very interesting. Now, bugs and facts with acid, I think there's a lot of bugs and facts right now because it's a very buggy topic. That's why there's nothing surprising here. Well, let's move on to the next fact. So the next fact is this. If a small shotgun gets dirty and reloads, then the dirt stays in the air above the shotgun. It's really cool because I think just the dirt stays on the texture of the shotgun, and basically the reloading stage is not part of the texture, and the texture stays in place, but kind of the animation moves around. Anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about, and let's try to do this. We're going to contaminate our shotgun with melon, and so we've got it covered in blood. It's very simple. Now we'll freeze it and basically just hit the toggle button and watch. It really works. We actually have the dirt stay on the texture. But the reload animation works separately from the texture. I think you know what I'm talking about, and in principle, it is clearly visible. Let me demonstrate it on a big shotgun. Probuum it all zoomed in, and look, the texture itself increases along with the dirt. It's very funny looking, and you just look at your screens. Personally, for me, it looks very unusual, and by the way, the dirt seems to be moving too. Well, that's very strange. I think you definitely didn't know that. Rate this fact from 1 to 10 in the comments, and also write in the comments if you knew about it. Well, let's move on to the next fact. Well, and the next fact. Strange fact, if you take an apple tree and drop an apple, they will be petal-less and kind of more cloudy. And another fact, if you tear off any part of a melon and throw it in acid, it will die. It sounds weird, but let's give it a try. We put our apple tree and we put a regular little apple next to it. And we pluck an apple from the apple tree. Let's see. Yes, it's actually without a petal. That's very cool. And look, it's first of all unbitten, and second of all, it's more actually mushy, like less full. It's very strange. Why it works that way is unclear. By the way, I'm very curious. Who took a bite of this apple after all? And let's check out the following fact from our melon subscriber. So, we take any part of our melon, break it off with a pause, it's very easy to do, and dip it in acid. According to our author's statements, the melon will die, I take it, from the acid. There's kind of a correlation, but let's just say I don't think it works. Well, let's give it a shot. And pull it off, and let's see. It doesn't work, he'll just die of blood loss. I mean, in theory it works, but in fact it doesn't work the way I thought it would. Tell me in the comments if you knew that and give these facts a 1 to 10. Well, this is the end of my video. Thank you all for your views. Good luck, goodbye everyone, and remember buddy, you were on Melonfonk channel, and as always, see you the other day.